What's going on, everyone? All right, we have a new release from Bungie in regards to the Trials of Osiris revamp. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this, sort of like a Trials of Osiris TWAB setup. I'm not opposed to something like that. All right, so as announced in the Destiny 2 showcase, we have some changes planned for Trials of Osiris. Mode changes, matchmaking, tuning, and more. If you're a Trials novice, here's a quick breakdown on what to expect on September 10th, 2021. That's when Trials comes back. We want to make Trials more accessible, no matter your skill level or fire team size. We want to make Trials more rewarding, whether you're winning matches or earning reputation with Saint 14. We want to make Trials more engaging, testing out changes to elimination and reintroducing labs to Destiny 2. If that's all you needed to hear, great. Check back in a few weeks for the full suite of patch notes. Below, you'll find some in-depth walkthroughs of our goals and the changes we're going to make to achieve them. Today, Rituals lead Alan Blaine is in the hot seat. Goals. Hey everyone, this is Alan Blaine, the Rituals lead. I'd like to talk to you about Trials of Osiris. Trials has a few issues that we'd like to address, each somewhat interlinked: population, rewards, and matchmaking. Yeah, all three of those are some pretty big issues. We believe Trials of Osiris plays best for everyone when it has a large, diverse population of players who are all chasing rewards and competition for a wide variety of reasons. Too often, Trials has just two populations: the flawless or bust crew, and the folks who just want to get the 3-win reward for the weekend and get out. I think they're missing the third part, which is the cheaters, but they have done a lot to address that. While we support both of these mindsets, having a majority of players falling into just two camps is not healthy for Trials. True. With that in mind, we are undertaking a series of targeted changes to help support more players with more in-game goals. Some of the changes are subtle, some are quite large. Some have been suggested to the by the player base, and some might be a surprise. Before we dig in, let's outline a few of our development goals. Get more people playing, doing something besides flawless or bust and resetting their card once they take a loss, feeling they can win more often, feeling like the rewards are on par with other similar activities in the game, embracing movement, conflict, and resolution during a match. So, scheduling. First and foremost, Trials will be taking a short hiatus at the beginning of Season 15. In our goals of maintaining a healthy population, we'd like to remove issues where players are torn between multiple PvP or in-game goals for a given weekend. So we're making the following changes for all future seasons starting in Season 15. No Trials in Week 1 or before Raid World First. Week 1 should be about exploring new content, features, and tunings, as well as finding and using the new weapons and exotics. No Trials during Iron Banner. Interesting. Overlapping limited time PvP events aren't good for the health of either game mode. True, but you need to give Iron Banner a little bit of love to make it worth it. The Trials of Osiris will be returning on September 10th, 2021. Now let's dig into the changes to the overall mode and its reward structure. Okay. Access changes. We're making some changes to provide broad access to more players. While Trials is a highly competitive PvP environment, the bar to enter feels far too high. Reduce the requirement for the Trials access quest to use lifetime Valor ranks and kills. This should open Trials to more long-term Crucible dabblers. Trials now allows queuing and matchmaking without a full fire team. We want to allow more players to try the mode out and start earning rewards even if they don't have a fire team. You can enter the playlist solo or with a friend, and matchmaking will fill the rest of your fire team for you. Freelance Trials, no pre-made fire teams, solos only, will be available via labs, more on that below. Going flawless on your own will be hard to impossible, but we are sure someone will do it thanks to the other players they match up with. Trials of Osiris now requires the annual expansion to play. Yes. In our efforts to strengthen security around the Trials experience, we're removing the opportunity for players to create numerous free accounts to circumvent cheat detection, bans, and restrictions. More on security below. This is Beyond Light for Season 15 and will change to the Witch Queen once it launches. So right now, if you want to play Trials of Osiris, you must own Beyond Light. When Witch Queen launches, you must own Witch Queen. It is a good way to get you to buy the expansions, and at the same time, it is a very good way to keep cheaters out of the game mode. Over the last few seasons, we've been taking a look through player feedback and internal playtest notes to target specific pain points. The following changes should help reduce stalling gameplay and snowballing behavior that makes it harder to catch up once you're behind. Round time is reduced to 90 seconds from 120 seconds. Stalling to wait for ability energy is not fun for either the winning or losing team. This will not eliminate stalling, but will lessen the amount of stalling that will take place. We will talk about other plans to help this further down in the article. Emotes stay in first-person camera, and swords can't be equipped unless you have ammo. This changes in elimination and survival as well. If you run out of sword ammo while using it, you will be force swapped to a different weapon. I believe I read somewhere that it's automatically your primary, but they may have walked that back to whatever your previous weapon was. This removes the ability for players to secretly peek around corners without putting themselves in danger. Special and heavy ammo no longer carries over between rounds. Gross. Having the winning team keep all collected ammo, but the losing team getting set back to default creates too big of a snowballing advantage. That is true, and I'm okay with that. I'm super okay with that. Once these changes are live, we'll be watching the conversation to see what changes should be prioritized next. Okay, I think that's an excellent ammo economy change. Rewards and reputation. As mentioned above, we'd like to give players more reason to play past 3-win rewards. As such, we are opening up more rewards to more players more often. Saint 14 will be receiving a full reputation overhaul and will be gaining the ability to focus Trials engrams to specific rewards. Adept weapons will continue to require a full flawless passage to be earned. Saint 14 is getting new Trials ranks, reputation, and a reward track. Trials tokens have been retired. Reputation is gained at match complete based on the number of rounds won on your ticket. Tickets track up to 20 round wins now. Emphasizing winning individual rounds for the core rewards gives every player more achievable goals at all skill levels. Since you don't have to win full matches to get rewards, you always have a reason to keep trying even if you are behind. Fair enough. Ranking up gives you a Trials engram. More on that in a bit. Powerful Trials engrams show up every 3 rank ups before your first reset of the season. Okay. Just like other ritual reputations, there are other rewards to earn every 3 ranks. The Trials ranks has one of the unique Trials weapons at ranks 10 and rank 16 for each of the first 3 resets of season 15. Okay. With these sort of changes, I may jump in and do Trials just to do Trials. I don't know if I'll be able to go flawless unless I start finding some people that really are good at the game, but I'm pretty sure I can do that. I'm looking forward to it. Passages. Hold on, let's take a look at this picture real quick. This is what it's going to look like. We got the Guardian rank up track here, just like with the others. This is what the ticket's going to look like. I kind of like that. This has the 7 wins, and then it's got the flawless. And your rounds won. Your third match win grants a bonus win. Dang. We've got the Eye of Soul and the Igneous Hammer. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's going to rotate every week. Passages. One of the most restrictive things about the prior Trials system was the emphasis on winning and winning often to get any rewards. While winning matches will still pave the road to the lighthouse, we're making some changes to let players enter the activity and earn rewards without having to reset their passages frequently. Passages no longer track losses. A passage is either flawless or not. Binary, got it. This allows you to keep playing and earning match and round wins for rewards. Players may continue to reset their passages after a loss, but are no longer forced to after 3 losses total. Passages track up to 20 rounds won. Passages have been reordered. Mercy is not super useful unless you're trying to go flawless, and have all their prices significantly reduced. Passages are now account-wide. You can play and earn rewards on any of your characters on the same passage. Nuts. Passage of Ferocity. That's what we saw Saint 14 have. All right. Each week, there are 2 pinnacle challenges for Trials. Win 7 matches total on a given weekend. Win 50 rounds. Bonus progress based on the number of wins on your card. 3, 5, 7 win challenges have been removed. Once you max out the reputation, you can reset and claim an Ascendant Shard or Exotic Engram. Like the other ritual reputations, Trials ranks and rewards reset each season. Additionally, we like to keep players going deeper into their cards rather than resetting each time they lose a match. Match wins on a 7-win card have a chance to drop extra Trials engrams, masterworking materials, and high stat Trials armor. The Lighthouse experience isn't changing. A unique Pinnacle Adept weapon each week for the first time you visit on your account. All of the mods and cosmetics are available in the chest to reward return visits. I need to get there to get some those mods still. So, the Trials engram. All right. As mentioned above, we'll be overhauling the Trials engrams to give players more direct ways to earn Trials rewards. Trials engrams now decrypt to a random selection from current armor and non-adept weapons. You do not need to unlock a piece of armor or weapon before it shows up in the engram. You can focus your engrams at Saint 14 to decrypt specific items that you have already received. If you've gone flawless that week, you can focus for additional drops of the weekly adept weapon. Expect it to be a bit expensive. That is awesome. You go flawless and then you can just sit and keep playing and you can keep farming. That's cool. Matchmaking. We believe that card-based matchmaking is very valuable and can add some significant drama at the right time, but it is best when all players who participate have the same end goal and have similar performance characteristics. Too often, flawless or bust players get mixed in with players that have different goals and skill set, and that misalignment can cause problems. You can now start matchmaking with players that have the same number of wins on the card with similar Trials game performance of the given week. You can now start matchmaking with players that have the same number of wins on the card and with similar Trials game performance of the given week. We have a bunch of different factors planned, and we will be watching and tuning these to balance match quality versus matchmaking time. If matchmaking takes too long, it widens the similarity check until it finds enough opponents for the match to start. All right, so it starts looking for people that are as close to your skill and your wins as possible. So it goes wins and then skill based, and then widens out on the skill based if needed. Security update. Yesterday we announced a list of updates to our Destiny 2 security policy, and our goals to increasing the Trials population. We are also looking to protect our players, the competitive environment of Trials, and its rewards. The article covers the following: BattleEye anti-cheat, initiatives outside of the digital realm, win trading, account recoveries. For full details, that's a link to the next article. Basically, win trading, you can get banned for it. Doing account recoveries for anything other than like letting your kid run through a lost sector is one example they used, and the other example was letting you jump on their account so you can test out a weapon. Anything else? Yeah, no, sorry. Getting on your girlfriend's account to take her through a raid might get you banned. Getting onto somebody's account to take them flawless will most likely get you banned. Having somebody do that for you will most likely get you banned. Trials Lab. While we're excited for all these changes, we're also looking towards the future. What other improvements could be made down the road to benefit the playlist? We'd like to give you all an opportunity to try out some things we're thinking on. For veteran Crucible players out there, you may recognize the name. It is time for the reintroduction of labs. Over the course of Season 15, we'll be running a number of Trials of Osiris Labs weekends where we will test out targeted changes and collect analytics and feedback from you. They will generally take over the entire mode for the weekend so we can get as many players as possible. So basically, weekends that they're wanting to test these new game modes, it's just going to be Trials. Trials is going to be taken out, and that's what they're going to have to do. We have 3 labs planned for Season 15. Capture/elimination hybrid. One capture point activates 30 seconds after each round starts with an extended capture timer. The capture location changes each round, as do spawn locations. Capturing it wins the round, or you can always just eliminate the other team. We believe that this will help further curb round stalling and has other matches during internal playtests and has made matches during internal playtesting more dynamic. However, we would like to get the opinion of a wider audience before making such a significant change. Significant changes to the mode in more permanent fashion. Trials Freelance, a separate node from the main Trials activity where solo players can queue. Interesting. While we believe this is the right change in a vacuum, we aren't sure if splitting Trials in 2 matchmaking pools will deliver low matchmaking times and high quality play in both pools at the same time. Prove us wrong. No intro quest. One weekend where players who have never played in the Crucible can play. Okay. We don't have a firm date for each of the above lab weekends before they run. We'll let you know in a future TWAB on our various social channels and in the directors. Since we know many of you are eager to dip your toes into solo queuing Trials experience, we'll leave you one small hint. What month comes after September? A lot of them. As always, we deserve the right to adjust scheduling as needed, and we'll be listening closely to your feedback. So, sounds like there's a lot of excellent changes, a lot of very different ways Trials is going to be interacted with by the player base. I'm not a Trials player. I rarely have touched Trials. So any of you that have, please go ahead, give me your thoughts down in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for hanging out. Peace.